Imagine a crazed HOA president dialing 911 and storming your lakeside cabin at 2 a.m., gun drawn, drunk on power and delusion. It spirals into chaos when she's clueless that my son is on a call with a top state official, discussing secrets too explosive for a police report. This isn't a petty neighborhood feud, it's the takedown of the year, where one HOA tyrant's reckless crusade ignites a legal firestorm that obliterates her corrupt empire. When she picked the wrong family to crush, she never imagined we'd fight back, exposing a web of deceit that sparked heated debates about unchecked power in communities everywhere. I'm Nathan Caldwell, a retired aerospace engineer who left the grind behind after my wife Laura's sudden death 2 months ago. This cabin, where Laura and I built a decade of cherished memories, now houses just me and my son Ethan, a rising attorney working under State Attorney General Margaret Reynolds on high-stakes federal corruption cases. Never did I think Lakeside Grove HOA's attempt to seize our home would unravel the horrifying truth about Laura's death. At 2:03 a.m., Ethan's voice from the living room jolted me awake. Through the door, I caught his crisp, professional tone out for the hour. Peering in, I saw him on a video call with Reynolds, her silver hair and piercing eyes lit by her screen. Operation True Havens exposed 47 HOAs across 3 states, Ethan said. Financial trails suggest a $50 million scam. Reynolds leaned closer. Ethan, this could be the biggest HOA fraud in history. A deafening crash shattered the silence. Our front door splintered as a figure burst in, handgun gleaming. My blood ran cold. Deborah Vance, HOA president, stood in our ruined doorway, crimson blazer clashing with her wild blonde hair, red nails gripping the Glock. "Nathan Caldwell," she shrieked, voice dripping with fake authority. "You're breaking code 7- for unauthorized overnight stay." Ethan stood, his laptop revealing Reynolds' stunned face. Deborah's bravado wavered as she registered the official. "Lower the weapon," Ethan ordered, phone recording, red dot glaring. Reynolds, silent, issued commands via audio. Deborah's gun hand shook, her plan crumbling. "Routine safety check," she stammered, easing the gun down. "Reports of violations." Reynolds' voice cut through. "Activate emergency protocol, Ethan." Sirens wailed someone had called the cops. Deborah backed toward the wreckage, yelling, "No recording. This is HOA business." I snapped. "You broke and armed at 2 a.m. Nothing legal here." Red and blue lights flooded the room. Deborah set the gun on the coffee table, smoothing her blazer, morphing into respectable HOA leader. "Officers," she called. Deborah Vance, HOA president. "I was checking welfare when they turned violent." Reynolds' voice boomed. "Officer, Attorney General Margaret Reynolds. I witnessed an armed invasion. Secure the scene for Operation True Haven." The cop's demeanor shifted, cuffing Deborah as her lies collapsed under federal weight. Ethan's eyes met mine, sparking hope unseen since Laura's death. Reynolds addressed me via screen. "Nathan, when you're ready, tell me about Laura. This connects to something massive." Morning found me in Reynolds' office, coffee steadying my nerves as she dropped a bombshell. "Laura tipped us 3 weeks before her death," she said, sliding over her email. It outlined fund diversions, fake contracts, and resident intimidation. The final line chilled me. "Deborah Vance leads a network across 12 HOAs. If I'm gone, check pool records and the warehouse on Industrial Way." Reynolds softened. "Laura risked everything, documenting crimes. The warehouse holds chemicals no pool needs." Ethan pressed. "Her death wasn't accidental?" Reynolds' face hardened. "Murdered for uncovering a $50 million racket across 47 HOAs laundering through sham contracts and eliminations." Her email was intercepted. Someone inside law enforcement's dirty. The betrayal stung. Laura's letter, sealed, gutted me. "My dearest Nathan and Ethan, if I'm gone, I fought for us." Hidden evidence in the cabin. Trust Reynolds. She warned of killer's reach. Reynolds added, "Deborah's blind to our year-long case. Her arrogance gave us leverage, but they've killed before. Our insiders ready to testify." The Industrial Way warehouse loomed, a concrete shell hiding horrors. Reynolds brought me along. Me engineering background might spot oddities. Ethan stayed back, coordinating legal moves. The air reeked of chemicals as we breached. Vats, pipes, a dissolution lab. A back room revealed drains and tanks for erasing bodies. Agent Carla Mendoza briefed us. Shell company front. Power usage screams illicit. Forensic lead DR. Elena Harper confirmed. Acid enzyme residue. 3 adults dissolved in 6 months. Laura's fate here nearly broke me. This wasn't crime, it was industrial murder, fueling outrage over how HOAs hide atrocities. At headquarters, Detective Paul Delgado sat, broken. I fed Deborah's crew for 2 years, he confessed. But guilt's killing me. She's a puppet. The real boss shadows your probe, knew Laura's FBI contact. Worse, they're hitting the Caldwells tonight. Reynolds turned our cabin into a trap me as bait, surrounded by snipers, cameras, AI audio. Stakes spiked when neighbor Henry Walsh vanished, his cameras holding Laura's last night, now destroyed. His daughter named Judge Edward Langley as holding backups, a judge whose HOA-friendly rulings screamed corruption. Courtroom rot. It's a scandal sparking fury. Urgency peaked as Deborah's ditzy sister, Rachel Vance, walked in, mask off. I played dumb to steer Deborah for the true mastermind, 200 HOAs nationwide. Offering a deal, she led us beneath the HOA office, a dungeon of kill chambers, victim files, 12 disposals. The boss watches your moves, plans to kill you all tonight, including Reynolds. Laura hid proof in the cabin theory, coming for it. Mist cloaked the lake as I sat, Reynolds' voice in my earpiece. At 11:47 p.m., vehicles roared up, Deborah, Mayor Thomas Brennan, Langley, and suited feds. Eviction for contamination, Brennan sneered, waving fake papers. Langley, your suicide will be grief-driven. Suits, Laura's snooping requires cleanup. Their casual murder plot me death as suicide exposed elite arrogance that's ignited debates. Then Delgado emerged, undercover FBI. You're all under arrest. Langley's blackmail phone, uploading to federal servers, exposed ties to crime syndicates and high-level corruption. Rachel stepped from the command van. Deborah, I fed the FBI since your first murder. Deborah screamed. This is bigger than US, backed by powers dwarfing local scams. Reynolds countered. We know, and we're prosecuting everyone. The trial was a spectacle. Reynolds' closings crushed defenses with Rachel's testimony, Delgado's recordings, Langley's files, and facility evidence. Deborah got life for murders. Brennan, 25 years. Langley, 30, disbarred. Rachel, 15 for cooperation. Suits, 20 to 40 years. Delgado was honored. $40 million went to victims. The fallout, 200 arrests, HOA reforms nationwide. The cabin became the Laura Caldwell Justice Center. At Laura's grave, Reynolds' letter read, Laura's fight toppled a criminal empire, sparking reform. Yet whispers linger. How many more lurk? Justice won, but the battle's far from over, stirring questions about power's true reach.